Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Niko Suave here with another delicious recipe. Something very comforting, something you cannot go wrong with. Today we're doing ribs. First, I'm going to show you how to do some pork back ribs, some loin backs, with a little bit of a twist. We're going to do a little pressure cooker first to get them fall off the bone tender, and then you're going to start basting them like crazy. So watch, enjoy, follow along. And remember to like and subscribe to Niko Suave's Kitchen. Alright, so first thing I did was separate the loin into thirds so that it would fit nice and even in the pressure cooker and cook nice and evenly as well. Feel in between the bones, take your time, it's not a race. Definitely don't cut yourself, very important. Kind of follow the bone along diagonally to the back of the loin. There's a little bit of the knuckle on the top. Then you got them nice and even. You're going to add a little bit of olive oil, just enough to coat them. You're going to add about a tablespoon or so of pepper. Kind of however much you want, really. A little bit of salt, about a teaspoon. I add a little bit of basil and some rosemary on there. Just kind of give it a little bit of herb. Rub it in, make sure it's nice and even. Then we start cooking. First, we're going to set this to saute. And we're going to put a nice sear on the outside of the ribs so we can lock in the flavor and really make sure all that goodness stays in there. They're going to want to stick, so make sure you keep them moving, keep rotating them until they get a nice brown color on each side. Don't mind the bits, we're actually going to use those to kind of incorporate it into our liquid at the end to steam it. Keep them all moving, make sure you get each side until they all got a little bit of color on them, all three pieces. Get some a little bit like that. And we're going to take a little bit of water, dump it in until you can scrape all the little bits off of the bottom. This will help it give it a little bit of flavor as it steams. I also did a little bit of barbecue sauce in there, completely optional. But if you do, make sure that you stir it in completely. Turn on pressure cooker mode on high, 35 minutes or so. And then we're going to put our pieces in a way that makes them into a little tent. You can kind of lean them on top of each other, like so. Nice little meat teepee. Lock it into place, and it's going to start doing its thing, pressurizing. I'll let it kind of lose pressure naturally itself, make sure it's all out, then do the reveal. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Make sure you get all the pieces out. Be careful because they are very tender. It will fall off the bone. We're only just getting started. Next, we're going to start basting. Get your favorite barbecue sauce. I did a little Sweet Baby on there. Make sure it's nice and even. Take your time. Incorporate it all over. Don't be afraid to give yourself a little sneak peek as long as no one's looking. You're going to put them in the oven, just enough to caramelize all the barbecue sauce and sugar on there. Let's say 350 or so. I put them in for a little, then I rebaste them after they're in there. A little on the go, little pit stop. That's after about 5 minutes or so. And then I'll put them in, let them go for another 5-10 minutes. Same thing. Then come out absolutely delicious. The pressure cooker keeps them nice and tender. The little oven caramelization helps them stay together. Make sure you always take time to appreciate your hard work. Oh yeah, that's love right there. And there you have it. Easy, delicious, comforting ribs, the Niko Suave way. Remember to like and subscribe, Niko Suave's Kitchen.